Should start streaming.
I feel we should have a practice run.
It should be going to YouTube, so why is it not? That's all. So why is it not connected to that? Chat is disabled for the live stream. Why? I need the chat.
I need to take it off made for kids.
It's made for kids.
Live chat won't be available. Live stream is made for kids.
So why is it not going on? Yes, we're live.
No, it's not.
I don't know.
Okay.
YouTube keeps on cutting out on the left of the tablet. This looks more familiar. Losing people. You can go live, but it will be the camera. It won't be manage. webcam. I think we've done this wrong. Because I think we meant to put it into stream. It was meant to be stream.
What did you put it as?
Webcam.
What did you put it as webcam for?
Don't know. Right, how can we share this? We'll do it on this. If the comments, everyone can go through to that one. So there's one person watching. Right, that should sort it. Hopefully people can see it.
Okay, see, I've got it now.
Okay. If you're watching, just bear with us.
See you. My mum's saying I can see you now. Can you see me?
Yeah, not quite.
It's not a video call. I asked if she could hear us. Apparently she can. Good. Just checking.
It's 5:18. You know what? Let me put that on live so people can actually see it, and then we'll just tell them to go across to the other one. Manage. How do I do that? So still 5 people watching, the other one we need to transfer them across somehow.
There's no problem with set up wrong.
No, we've got 3 people on there now.
Yeah, that's the mate over there.
Okay. Who else would be on the live stream? Yeah, it's not working.
Can you not change that splash screen?
Tend to just cancel that one. Because it still says 7 waiting.
Kyle.
What's that?
Kyle saying that I need to get a haircut.
There's nothing wrong here. Okay. I am just going to cancel this. Right, friends. Gonna have to just delete the other one. Yes, that's fine. At least I know what I did wrong this time, so it won't happen next time.
We will start the soon once we've fixed our.
I was only meant to start at past anyway. Time to fix the problems. Change this quickly. Post. That's changed.
Okay. Oh, no, Kyle's saying that we've got a comments box already.
Can you not change your availability for comments in the top right?
That's what we're saying.
Because there should be. If they click on it, there should be that.
Click on what?
If they click on the screen to get the pause up. So if you pause it, on top right hand corner you should see a little comment bubble with a line through it. It's if you don't have comments, it will be red. You need to click on it.
It's usually funny.
Oh, we've got 6 people now. That's jumped up. Still says 7 waiting. Oh, I've got to end this. That one's gone. Nothing. We'll start soon, hopefully. Okay, some people are still waiting on the other one. I'm wondering what's going on. I think.
What's that? Let you.
My mum doesn't know what she's doing. Yes, no, it doesn't do anything, so cancel down. Five people now.
Bear with us. Just
Got some technical difficulties. Hey, we've got Kyle, we've got Stuart. Brilliant. So some people do have comments.
Yeah, so like I said, it's just
Yeah.
in the corner. Some people just don't know how to get on it.
Oh, you didn't have a YouTube account on? Fair enough.
You don't need YouTube to go into it, do you?
Well, apparently they had to create a YouTube account to find the comments for whatever reason. Don't know, but...
Fair enough.
No,
No,
all night.
that's fine. In a couple of minutes.
There we go. So we've also got lungs on. I had to create a username for this, not a YouTube account. Stick with the Facebook version because this is becoming a bit of a palaver.
Or you can just... Okay, if you're battling to get comments on, you need to make sure that your video is in full screen. If you're on a laptop or a tablet, touch the screen, and you should, in the top right hand side corner, see a little emblem that has a comment through a line. So if I put my tablet up to the screen, you should see what I'm talking about. So if you touch the screen, you'll see a little comment, a speaker bubble with a line through it. If you don't have comments, that will be flagging up as red. Click it, and then you should have comments. Let me know if that works.
You may have to create a username just so we know who's talking.
And if you really do struggle with trying to get the comments, just Facebook Messenger me with the answers. Okay, we got 7 people on. Make a start. If you can't get the comments on to put your answers, just send me a message on Facebook, or Ashley a message, depending on who you got as your friends, and then we'll tally up the votes that way, or just put them on the comments if you're on the comments. We'll need to make sure that we have this sorted out for next week. So make sure you got pens and paper. And our first section is general knowledge.
How much knowledge do you know about the generals?
Well, question 1. Which of these 4 foods do not last indefinitely? A. Pure syrup. Sugar. C. Condensed milk. D. Is it honey?
These might last forever, but your teeth certainly won't if you just keep eating them.
Well, that too. does each 3x3 subgrid in a game of Sudoku add up to? 9, 6.
Yeah, Stuart, don't put the answers in the comments. Write down the answers
On a piece of paper.
and then we'll give the answers at the end of each round and tally up how many you got.
In which century did England unify with Scotland and Wales to form the Kingdom of Great Britain? B 17th, C 18th, 19th.
Sorry, I looked over and just saw message retracted. Glad to see we've got 7 people watching us.
Yeah, one of them is your tablet though.
Does that count?
Yeah.
I guess.
4. Which wedding anniversary would you traditionally gift sapphire? 65th, 50th, C 45th, or D 60th? Right. Round 1 answers. This is where you want to put in a comment on Facebook, on my messengers, or on YouTube with how many out of 4 you have got.
So for question 1, the answer is condensed milk.
So Stuart, you were wrong anyway. It wasn't pure syrup.
For question 2, the numbers add up to 45. For question 3, England unified with Scotland and Wales in the 18th century. And question 4, the wedding anniversary that you get gifted as sapphire is the 45th. The 20th wedding anniversary you meant to gift China. The 60th you meant to gift diamond. And the 65th is blue sapphire. So blue sapphire in particular for the 65th wedding anniversary.
And for those who like dates, the unification of Great Britain was in 1707. So if anyone would like a date. I'm sure it was 1707.
Oh, nice one, Carl. And Mum got it set as well. Out of curiosity, which question was it that you fell down on?
Yeah, it was definitely 1707. I just
Carl,
double
you were
checked.
6 years out of the day. I think it's fairly
you're close
good
enough.
that you got that.
Right, and Heather's replied with because she's got 2, so well done.
Cool.
Right, section 2. History. So, question 5. What did Michael Faraday invent in 1821? A, the electric battery, motor, C, the electric doorbell, D, the electric light. And for all of those out there, all of you out there who want to know some dates, all of these happened in the 19th century. Just spread out quite a bit. There'll be a break in about 5-10 minutes. Won't be too long.
Yeah, so once we finish with round 3.
I'll give you 5 minutes to get a drink. Question 6. There was the first patent granted. And yes, I've blotted out the actual year on that. I'm not going to give it away that easily. A. 1840. B. 1740. C. 1790. Or D. 1890. The first patent being granted by the US Congress. Also the first patent granted in the entire world.
You said it was for that, wasn't
Yeah. Just double check. Yeah. 7. Said to being the first video game created in 1962, what was it called? A. Adventure. B. Odyssey. C. Space War. Or D. Pong.
Turn right top.
Yeah, because I can't see my face on it. And question 8. When was the first cookbook that's still in circulation written? Is it A, the 10th century AD, B, the 4th to 5th century AD, C, the 4th to 2nd century BC, or D, the 16th century AD?
I feel we're going to have a lot of constructive criticism regarding our questions at the end of this. Well, hopefully constructive at any rate.
Well, I know my facts are correct. I'm just saying. And now we've got the answers for this round. So again, put your answers out of 4 in the comments or messenger.
So, Michael Faraday invented the electric motor. The first patent was granted in 1790 on a type of fertilizer that was created in 1962 was Space War, with Adventure being created in 1980, Odyssey in 1968, and Pong in 1972. And then the first cookbook was written in the 4th to 5th century by Aspicius in Rome. Apparently, a lot of the recipes actually came from the 1st century.
Yeah, so the book was written in the 4th to 5th, but the recipes were carried on through generations.
Let us know how you did. Did he not invent the Faraday cage?
That's called Faraday, isn't it?
I know, but...
I'm honestly not sure.
Ooh, not looking good for Stuart Desra. So we'll try and make these questions tricky, but also something that people may know, depending on your interest.
Yeah, that's why there's so many topics. You can make it up in other rounds where you should know what you're doing.
And Mum, I hope Rob got the one about the cookery book.
Right, let's move on to round 3, and then we'll have a break after that. Who, what, and where? Oh, as that's written, what, who, and where.
Where, and why?
What is this? So, which of the big cats is this one? Ocelot. C, the leopard. Or D, the cheetah?
Disappointed, Rob. You didn't get that one.
I just noticed my mum's actually writing too.
I
I didn't notice you were on there. I didn't know if you got your comments up or not.
Disappointing.
Right, question 10. Where is this? So where is this natural phenomenon found?
Nom nom nom.
Is it A, Yosemite National Park, B, Yellowstone National Park, C, Zion National Park, or D, Lassen Volcanic National Park?
Portal into the netherworld.
If it was a portal into the netherworld, it should be red, not green.
It depends.
Portal to hell that way.
If you look at the journey to the centre of the earth, and it was all nice and leafy green and everything, and dinosaurs. Never know. Just need a diving board now. I had to think for a second what you were on about there. I don't want to know, Mum. I don't want to know.
Right, question 11. So this is a younger picture of one of these 4 names. So who is this one? Richard Hammond, B, Tom Ward, C, David Tennant, Matt Bellamy. Question 12. What is this? Is it A, Tricks, Lucky Charms, C, Rainbow Cheerios, D, Fruit Loops? This being one of my favourite cereals that you can't really get in the UK. You get it in American shops, but not many around here. Right. Section 3 answers.
That is a leopard. And if anyone's complaining about the difference between cheetah, cheetahs have specific dot-like spots, while leopards have got the more sort of bigger spots with a more of a shading on the inside.
And also the main difference is if you look on their mouths and eyes, a cheetah will have a solid black line between the front of their eye right down to the corner of their mouth, and a leopard does not. So that's one of the easiest ways to figure between the two out.
Is the Morning Glory Pool, and that is its actual name, in Yellowstone National Park.
Yeah. Cheetahs can't climb either.
Okay. And this, despite the fact it does look quite like all the people on that list, this is actually David Tennant.
I was just
In your own world there. If you want to
Yeah.
see the written answer. And this, quite obviously, is Fruit Loops.
so kind of a one in there that could have thrown you, which was Rainbow Cheerios, because it's something similar, but it's not the same thing. Fruit Loops are full of E numbers, which you're not allowed in this country anymore, which is a pain. I like my E numbers.
Question, what does E stand for in E numbers?
European, for anyone who wants to know.
Give away the answer.
Nah. And you can have a break and enjoy the cartoon. We'll break until 9 o'clock.
A chance to get yourself a drink. Good old Garfield.
I thought that was appropriate.
Oh, well done, Kyle. 3 out of 4. And Stuart Desborough got 3 out of 4 as well.
That round looked a little bit easier then for people.
Well, sometimes it's easier to know the answer when you've got an image of it.
Well, yeah. Just can't give an image for all the answers, otherwise you'll know exactly what things are.
Well, yeah.
I'm sure you'll make it up on the next round, Heather.
You at the pub, we'll do our best.
We've got religion on the next one, so that should make things a bit easier. If you've been listening to Mark. Although sometimes Mark doesn't have the right answers.
We're not going to get into that debate.
No. I was going on a timeline. Well, there was a couple collaborating timelines for the game thing, so I was copying that one. No, Kay can't get in because she's in restricted mode. See if I can help her.
Yeah, that's ancient Greece and Venice, Carl. We were talking about specifically the UK. I mean, that's what we found in our research specifically for the UK. I don't know. You're talking from personal experience there, Kyle.
Yeah, the patent wasn't from the UK, it was the US Congress.
Was it
United
US?
States.
Was it the US patent?
Yes.
Sorry, wrong one. US patent.
Kay couldn't get in.
Okay. couple of minutes, make sure everyone's refreshed on their
1
cups
minute.
of tea. Okay, it's only just turned to 1 minute when I looked, said 58.
Yeah.
So make sure everyone's refreshed with their cups of tea.
And then we'll restart.
Make sure you've read through your Bible from front to back during those 6 minutes that we were off.
Oh, they're not that bad questions. And do subscribe to my channel because we'll get more events up, and if you subscribe then you will get a notification before we go live each time, so you'll never miss a quiz or anything else that might pop up.
Well, yeah. It depends, Karen. Were those answers that you actually knew, or were they just lucky guesses?
Anyway, we shall make a start onto the next section, which is round 4 of religion. So hopefully everyone's back in. Question 13. Attribution is given to the shield as part of the full armour of God. D. Righteousness. D. Faith.
Silver.
What?
Silver. Makes it shiny.
Not that kind of attribution.
Polished then.
Ah. 14. After the Sunday of Ascension in the church year. A. Epiphany. B. Pentecost. C. Advent. Lent.
Sunday of walking. You ascend it, and then you can walk.
Not that kind of ascended.
I'm just here as the comic relief.
Yeah, you don't do religion that much.
No. Or as some might call it, the relief from comedy.
Following were not kings of Israel. A. Omri, and forgive me my pronunciation of some of these because I might not have them right. Shah, C. Ahab, or D. Hezekiah. I think that's how you pronounce that one. Can never pronounce these words properly.
Here, here's a cleaver.
Not that kind of cleaver.
Well, no, because you're butchering it. A butcher's knife.
Well, yeah, I suppose in that case, yes.
Relief from comedy. I don't have a red nose. I can put this in front of my nose if that helps.
Actually, you know what you could do?
We don't have a red nose.
No, not red nose, but one of Cassie's baby ball skins. That would work.
It would.
But
I've
you
thrown
throw
them
them
all
all out.
away.
She eats a quarter of the sodding thing and then throws it out. Doesn't want the rest of it. Fish were used to feed the 5,000 alongside the 5 loaves.
I knew this answer.
Is it A4, B5, C3,
R2D2.
and the answers. Let's see who's been paying attention in Bible study.
Right. So the attribute that was given to the shield is faith. The Sunday that comes after the Sunday of Ascension is Pentecost.
Which I've still got to do. Sort out the thing for the mark.
The one who wasn't a king of Israel was Hezekiah.
That one.
And there were 2 fish that were used to feed the 5,000. Well, I know people were smaller back then, but 2 fish really is not enough for 5,000.
You know it was spread.
What, fish spread? That might have gone a bit further.
Not that kind of spread.
You said it's a spread.
Never mind. Right. Give us your answers.
Oh,
2 out of 5.
Kyle! All the preaching you gave me through college, and 2 out of 4.
If I was doing this quiz, I'd only know 3 of those answers.
I don't know the fish.
Yeah, I wouldn't have known 15. I only knew Ahab. That's the only one I recognised out of those ones.
Yeah, I thought Ahab was then with the. Oh no, it was Jonah and the whale.
Yeah, I don't know my kings either, ever.
Fine, I'll let you off, Carl.
Well, the last couple ones we've done broad religion, so this time we kind of honed into Christianity instead. Next time it might be a different one. We'll see.
Oh, did I give you that one for the R2D2? Or for RD? What's RD? Right.
My mum got none.
Seriously, Karen?
No, I hadn't either, ever.
Religious direction. Is that an offshoot of One Direction?
Right, let's move on to round 5. In movies. 17. Which fictional town is the Flintstones set in? Is it A. Slateville, B. Bedrock, D. Red Rock, Slate Rock? Now, I'll be disappointed if anyone hasn't watched Flintstones.
Wilmer!
Which town would you find the Swan and Cullen families? And there's a bit of a hint on the picture there, just in case people don't recognise the names. A. Spoons, forks, C. Knives, D. Plates. Question 19. Name given to those who possess powers in the DC universe? Is it A. Metahuman, Superhuman, C. Mutants, or D. Aliens?
Liking your own video from my account. How low can you get?
Gotta get some likes up. And question 20. What is the shortest Harry Potter film? So, just to clarify, all the Harry Potter films, there's 8 of them. So the last 2 films are 2 separate films, which we clarify as 2 films, not one whole film. A, The Philosopher's Stone. B, Prisoner of Azkaban. C, Half-Blood Prince. D, Hallows Part 2.
I used to like Top Cat. He's the most tip-top Top Cat.
I like Cow and Chicken. And my mum knows I like Cow and Chicken too.
See,
I used to watch that just to annoy you.
I watch that sometimes. Courage the Cowardly Dog. That was a good one.
Yeah. And the answers.
Ready or not, here they come. So, the Flintstones was set in Rock.
There was Red Rock there, but that was thrown in just to confuse some people.
Red rum, red rum. The town which houses Swan and Cullen is the town of Forks. Powered people in the DC universe are known as metahumans. Mutants are referred to in the Marvel X-Men universe. And then the shortest Harry Potter film is Deathly Hallows Part 2 at 130 minutes. The Philosopher's Stone is 152 minutes, Prisoner of Azkaban 142, and A Half-Blood Prince is 153 minutes.
Why didn't you just listen more? You only listened 4.
Because those were the only 4 options on there.
Oh yeah, I suppose. Never mind.
I do things for a reason, you know. There's no point in me going, and the Chamber of Secrets was 170 minutes or whatever it is, because it's not on there as an option.
Useful information? What?
Unless you're going to come across something, just go, what is your name? What is your favourite colour? What is the exact length of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets? Yeah, so what middling results for those then? Surely you've watched enough TV and films during this lockdown. I had to add in Search for the Holy Grail there, Stuart. It's the only thing that was appropriate with what I was saying. I mean, I could have thrown in a lynx guarding a door. Not a lynx, a sphinx guarding the door.
Lynx. Yeah.
There's a cat!
Yeah, but the Sphinx isn't really a cat, is it? It's half human, half lion.
Well, it's... Yes, and the lion is part cat.
Only the bottom half of it. Top half's a human. Just
Would you call it a humanoid or a catanoid?
humanoid, because it's got a human face. Anyway, round 6. Geography. Let's see how many people know their countries. Or cities. Can't remember which questions I put on that. And he did this an hour ago. Hour and a half ago. Right.
Fair enough, Stuart.
Right, question 21. Which country has the oldest continuously used national flag? So it's still being used today. So which is the oldest currently being used? Is it A, Denmark, B, England, C, France, D, Italy? Question 22. Which country is the most densely populated by persons by square mile? I think I've written that a little off by here. So, which is the most densely populated country? Is it A, Malta, Singapore, C, Monaco, or D, Bahrain? If you're expecting things like Russia and USA to come up, it's the wrong sort of densely populated. So, how many people per square mile? Question 23. Which city is also known as the Eternal City? Rome, Barcelona, C, Las Vegas, or D, Shanghai? So there's only about a 10-second delay with YouTube compared to 30 with Facebook.
We just went around on the screen a bit.
Alright, last question. Which of these has the longest mountain range? Is it A, the Swiss Alps, the Andes, the Rocky Mountains, D, the Southern Great Escarpment? Did you forget which one it was?
No.
And then we're going to go to the answers.
So, the oldest continuously used national flag is the flag of Denmark, which was first used in 1625 and has been used to this day. The most densely populated country by square mile is Monaco, at 49,000 people per square mile. Malta at 4,000 people square mile, Singapore at 20,000, and Bahrain at 5,000. The Eternal City is Rome, and the longest mountain range is the Andes. Can read my writing. At 4,500 miles long.
Your writing's terrible anyway.
The Southern Great Escarpment is 3,100 miles. The Rocky Mountains are 3,000 miles, and the Alps are 750 miles long.
Yeah. This is how bad his handwriting is.
I can read it for the most part.
Yeah, you can. No one else can.
Well, that's good, because then if I accidentally go like this and show people the answers, they wouldn't be able to see what it is.
So, and tally up all your rounds. So there should be 6 rounds out of 24, and put your top score in out of all of it. Your mum got more.
Yeah, that's why we threw Vegas in there, Carl, just to trick people up. What do you mean 4 out of 4 for Rob? Are you doing this as separately, are you?
So Stuart's got 11, Kyle's got 15. Heather's got 7.
So far, I can see Kyle winning at 15. Just waiting for a few more people to put in their total answers.
So, Mum, you need to put your total in. Oh, there we go.
10. That's good for you, Karen.
We're waiting for anyone.
Looking for Stuart Desborough, who hasn't put his total in, I don't believe. Oh, there we go, 12. Okay, so
I think that's everyone. So we've got.
So it looks like Kyle has won with 15 out of 24. Joint second is Stuart Desborough and my mum, Karen Stewart. And in third place would be Stuart Baker.
Yeah.
Well done, everyone.
So I hope everyone's enjoyed that. Saturday we will make sure that we put the live stream up properly, because when setting up the live stream I clicked on live stream webcam instead of live stream, so it didn't work.
Any prize for last? Do you want us to buy you a wooden spoon? And even then, you still weren't last, Karen.
No, you weren't last at all. Heather came last, unfortunately.
Yeah, it was 7.
It's not that useless information. You never know when you might want to know what cereals in America. Fruit Loops is my favourite cereal. Even though it's came from South Africa, but they're still like American foods.
Put it this way, all the information you gain from us you can use on other quizzes and score higher marks.
So there's the slide for next Saturday. So we'll be doing it again on YouTube. Hopefully set it up properly this time. Feel free to comment on how easy it was. I know the comment section wasn't that easy for some people to start with. But once you got your comments up, it seems to be alright.
Yeah, do let us know if you enjoyed it, if there's anything we can improve on.
Yeah. And like I said, subscribe to the channel and then you'll get a notification for next Sunday for as soon as it comes up. As well as I think you get an hour warning before it comes up too.
How would you do virtual horse racing? Isn't that just gambling? And Mum, I think it's more people that don't win that say it's the taking part that counts. No, apparently the audio kept cutting out at points.
Okay.
Can't really do it on Zoom because we're putting this out for more than just friends and family to join in on.
Yeah.
So
we've got I think the main person on here that we've got that's not in our friends list is we've got Stuart Desborough.
He's part of the Burton Latimer community.
Yeah, so it's available for anyone to join in. Which is nice. So it's nice to have other people in joining too. So our next quiz hosted by us, well, I know they're both hosted by us, but on Wednesday night on the Burton Latimer Baptist Church page we do another quiz. We will do one this Wednesday and then we'll move it to once a month. But there will be one this Wednesday and it'll be at the same time, so 8:20, and then our ones will be on every Saturday for the time being.
Thanks again for everyone for joining in. So yeah, apparently the audio kept cutting out. I mean, at the end of the day, that's why the questions are also written on the screen. So if the audio does cut out at all, then at least you're still being able to read the questions and the answers.
Because what you can do is the audio cutting out may very well be your internet connection. So you can change the quality of it. When you're in full screen, in top right hand corner you'll see 3 dots. If you click on that, you can take your quality down. I would probably, if you're having problems with 720, take it down to 480, and that may very well sort out your issue with the audio. But if you play around with that next time.
Right.
So we're going to sign off now. Hope everyone's had fun. And we'll see everyone either on Wednesday night or next Saturday. So, see you later.